If you're running a growing business, you know the feeling. Your most important systems just don't talk to each other. Well, today, we're going to build the bridge between two of the most critical ones, your ERP and your EDI. This is your guide to finally unlocking a truly automated supply chain. You know, every growing company hits this wall eventually. All your crucial data is just trapped. Your ERP is this amazing fortress of knowledge, right? It knows everything about your inventory, your orders, your financials, but it can't talk to your trading partners. So you're left wondering, what if that wall could just disappear? What if your ERP and your supply chain could start speaking the same language automatically? And you feel the pain of that wall every single day. It's that purchase order that lands in your inbox as a PDF, and now someone has to painstakingly rekey every single line item. It's typing in invoices by hand. Look, this daily friction isn't just a headache. It's where the real problems start. It creates transcription errors, which lead to chargebacks, and it creates delays that send ripples through your entire supply chain. But what if you could just eliminate all of that friction? Get rid of that daily grind of manual data entry for good? Well, you can, and the solution is found right at the intersection of two really powerful technologies. So let's see what happens when ERP meets EDI. Okay, first, let's just quickly get on the same page. Your ERP, your Enterprise Resource Planning System. You're probably living in one of these every day, right? SAP, NetSuite, Microsoft Dynamics, you name it. It's the digital brain of your business, your single source of truth for everything happening internally. And then you've got EDI, or Electronic Data Interchange. Think of this as the universal translator for business. It's the standardized, automated way you exchange documents, like purchase orders, that's an 850, or invoices, an 810. It is the digital handshake that makes paper and PDFs totally obsolete. And this is truly the best way to think about how they work together. If your ERP is the brain, the thing that actually creates the purchase orders and the shipping notices, then EDI is the nervous system. It's what takes those signals from the brain and instantly transmits them to your partners in a language they can understand immediately. Without integration, it's like the brain and the nervous system are completely disconnected. But when you link them, that data just flows. It's seamless. So, you might be asking, is all this really worth the effort? Oh, absolutely. The payoff is massive. When you properly integrate your ERP and EDI, you unlock 4 game-changing benefits. Let's break them down one by one. First up, and this one is a big one, data accuracy. When a PO flows directly from your partner's system into your ERP, there is absolutely 0 manual rekeying, and that means human error is just gone. The pricing, the quantities, the product codes, everything arrives perfectly. We're not just talking about a few fewer mistakes here. Some companies see a 30 to 40% drop in order errors, which, as you know, means way fewer of those painful, costly chargebacks. Second, you get this huge boost in speed. I mean, think about it. Automating your document processing completely collapses your lead times. An order that used to take days of manual work can now be processed in minutes. And I'm not exaggerating here. We're talking about slashing your order-to-cash cycle by over 50% in some cases. That means you fulfill orders faster, you get paid faster, and you can respond to your customers' needs in a flash. Okay, number 3 is a game changer, visibility. With your ERP and EDI constantly talking, you suddenly have this real-time window into your entire supply chain. It's like going from a blurry, outdated map to a live GPS. You can see inventory levels, track shipments as they happen, and spot potential bottlenecks before they ever become a real problem. So you can finally manage proactively instead of just putting out fires all day. And all of this, the accuracy, the speed, the visibility, it all leads to our 4th, and you could argue most important benefit, happier customers. Just think about it from their perspective. They get accurate orders processed at lightning speed with real-time status updates whenever they need them. This is how a technical project like integration has a direct, powerful impact on building stronger, more reliable partnerships and earning real customer loyalty. All right, so you see the benefits. They're incredible. The question now is, okay, how do we actually get there? And the good news is, it's not as scary as it might sound. A successful integration always comes down to a solid plan. So let's walk through the essential first steps. Your entire plan really rests on 3 pillars. First, you've got to look inward. Do a thorough assessment of your needs and risks. Map out your current manual processes, and this is key, put a real dollar amount on what those errors and delays are costing you today. This isn't just homework, it's the rock-solid foundation for your business case. Second, you have to define your project scope with absolute clarity. Which partners are you starting with? Which documents are you automating? Getting this right from the very beginning is your #1 defense against that dreaded project killer, scope creep. And finally, you face a critical strategic choice. Do you have the dedicated in-house experts to build and maintain this? Or do you partner with a seasoned EDI provider who lives and breathes this stuff every single day? It's a huge decision about focus and what your team does best. So, at the end of the day, the goal is crystal clear. When you integrate your ERP and EDI, you're not just hooking up two pieces of software. You are fundamentally creating a more resilient, a more efficient, and a more competitive business. Really, the question isn't whether you can afford to do it, it's how much longer you can afford not to.